Are we live? Are we there?
Probably.
Never hurts to check.
Well, on the moonbeam you are.
Looks like on Twitch it is. Is there sound?
Yeah.
Hello, 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 hello.
I had to wait a few moments for the stream to catch up, but yeah, it at least on Moonbeam there's audio.
Okay. So Moonbeam has audio. I think if I just... How do I share the Moonbeam one?
What was that?
I'm just trying to figure out how to share the Moonbeam one.
Well, you're looking at the thing there, but I would just say click and copy the URL.
Does not look like there's a share thing, so yeah, probably. Sorry, I'm just trying to make a quick little thing to make an announcement to all three.
All my character stuff. I can't seem to find it.
That's not good.
Yeah. Oh shit! Ow! Fuck.
Okay.
Yeah,
Stop
I'm
your
fine. We're good.
What happened over there?
There's that infamous forest look.
Yeah. Well, you know. Oh, I cracked a rib. That's cool.
Keep your fucking gremlins.
I rolled an ATV on myself. I think they're around.
Keep them.
Oh, I don't want them. You take them back.
I don't want
Oh.
them. Look, this is how unexplained shit happens in this shop all the time.
I left one of them there for you.
I don't want them. Anyways,
You'll find him when you expect him.
he will show his face every now and then.
Yeah, they were all together.
But you put them somewhere.
And then I put them somewhere where I wouldn't forget where they went.
And now you've forgotten where they went.
Lincoln, Union stuff. See, I thought I had them on the desk.
You took these?
Yeah, that's all paperwork.
Okay.
Uh,
I don't know where I'm looking. You open the doors.
Let's send this out.
You bring up to your room?
No,
I'm not seeing anything on here.
I know. Get over here. Get over here.
Doop-a-doo. Do-do-do. Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
Are they under the lizard line?
I'm not understanding.
Okay.
Well, that's all been sent out. Hello, gemstones. Hello, 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 and welcome to another case of Rune Belts. Another session, another week.
Characters, and I can't find them.
We are having some issues. At least my players are.
I'm fine.
Do not say players. Only one player is having it.
Gremlins, which is potentially apt for today.
To be fair, that's kind of my trademark.
Which might be
if
apt
I-
for today.
I would have them. We can start. I'm just, having a complete mental breakdown. We're good. Oh, yeah?
I was gonna cook, but when I realized I did not, I'm not
Your
sure.
mic's still pretty hot, Forrest. We can hear her in the background.
Okay, give me a sec.
Mm-hmm. I keep saying that name. I shouldn't be saying that name. Anyways,
It's not like that's not exactly his legal birth given name. Is it?
on to other subjects.
The conspiracies to begin.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Rune Belts. This playtest hopefully will go well. This is session 1, because we actually have gone through a lot of the character creation in the last previous couple of sessions. You've seen us set up the stats, set up the skills of our 3 intrepid adventurers here. We've set up a little bit of the story, and today, hopefully, assuming that everyone can find their character sheets, Scarecrow.
Don't appreciate
He didn't like
yell like that.
put it.
I didn't say any names or anything like that, I swear.
Still, it's like you didn't put it on roll 20.
Probably not, because technically there's not a Roll20 character sheet, and I would need the best way to do it would be essentially to copy your character sheet and then let them fill in all the details themselves.
Oh, I forget. I'm the weird person, as I know how to do things with tables and whatnot.
Yes, you have manually put it in and made a character sheet, which I will say I have very much considered a couple of times stealing and giving to everyone. After I deleted all the information.
As long as I get credit.
Look, everyone. Look at this.
He made an editable character sheet?
Well,
Kind
no, I
of.
didn't make an editable character sheet, but what I did was in the bio and info for the character sheet on Roll20, I put XP aspect. I've like put all the points that are on the character sheet into the bio section, and it looks neat.
Yeah, look, everyone. Look at this. How can a GM not want to just steal this and give it to all of his players? Just delete all the information.
Don't you dare.
No, on the copies.
Oh.
Not on yours. It hurt. Offended, even.
Let's specify.
But, lovely character sheet. A lot of good work. What should I expect from my editor? As we all now know, this is the Boneyard Coast. It was named that for, well, mostly how it looks. If you're wondering what I mean by that, well, maybe maybe someone will petition me to answer that question a bit more. Our intrepid heroes have been across this coast. Some of them don't come from here natively. Some have crossed the dreaded Crown Swamp. And as much as sand is coarse and gets everywhere, I think they would be willing to say that there's something even worse than sand. That's slime. Well, sand
We're
is
not completely
coarse.
in Lily's case.
Slime.
If you reference that movie again, I swear I'm leaving.
Slime is viscous and goopy and moist.
So far, not hearing any downsides, at least from what I know of Lily.
It gets into all the creaks and crevices and washes away the oil needed to keep things lubed up.
You're wild. Both of you.
But this is not where our story began. So, sit back, everyone, for I have a tale to tell. A long time ago, in a land not so far away, the king sits on his throne. A pale gold light shines through the windows of this throne room. This king sits alone, his crown tarnished, his clothing darkened. 3 sets of footsteps begin to cross the room. He looks up, a smile, wicked and evil, spreads across his face. Ah, I see. He sent his puppies to take care of me. Ah, unfortunately for you, you're too late. Can't you tell? As he motions to the window. It's already complete. My work here, for now, is done. The 3, stopping but a mere 30 feet from the throne, glare at this man. A silent priestess with a staff adorned with black dragon scales, the top of which looks like a small dragon head gripping a pearl, shakes her head silently. A man, face covered in shadows, cowboy hat, tilted slightly, takes a cigarette from his mouth, and flicks it. Ah, you see here. Late, all that matters is that you die. That I die, the king says. You couldn't kill me if you tried, but I won't stop you. After all, what good will it do? The 3rd man, more of a mutant, if anything, speaks up. This being what one would attribute to an anthropomorphic dragon with a large, shadowy lizard gripped onto his back and looking over his shoulder. Glares up. Look, you did a lot of harm. We'll settle all of this later. But we can't deal with all of this and you still being able to walk. Me? What did I ever do besides a great work and potentially free you? After all, it is his curse that keeps you bound to that form and to your duties. Soul collector. There is a simple grunt from the 3. As a king, I should say, smiles again. After all, when all of my work is done, he won't be a problem anymore. Yeah, and the rest of the Abyss will walk the world. Ain't gonna let that one happen. And what's so wrong with the Abyss being part of the Belts? The priestess steps up. Oh. Does our ever silent priestess wish to say something? I thought someone removed your tongue. She doesn't say anything. She looks at him, raises her staff, and slams it into the ground. And the very moment she does, the other two act at the same time, each of them using their abilities to strike out at the king, severely eviscerating and leaving nothing but blood and some chunks of unidentifiable meat behind. But his laugh still echoes out throughout the kingdom. And the words, "Dogs can't stop me." Now, it's a lovely day in Kellis. Kingdom that grew here, in a way of saying. Kingdom that looks across the trunk's edge at the other side and wonders what more expansion could they do if they could just manage to get a party over there. Kingdom with a king who doesn't believe in the newer ways of things. A kingdom in which we find our intrepid adventurers in. This is the city of Kellis. People enter in from over here. I will shift ping so everyone can see where I'm pinging. And they pretty much wander around and find, hopefully, work, lodging. A number of people do find work at the docks that are over here. Some will find work in the guilds. There are a few. Others are priests that find themselves in the church. Some will find themselves in the taverns or at the market. But many people find themselves here. This being the largest of the towns and being where the king's castle resides. This is where our adventure begins. We'll start with a little... Oh, I forgot to do that. I do still need to do a little bit of flashbacks. We'll start with Seth. Or, as we know him, or as we'll come to know him, Rolatos. Rolatos, it's a cold morning, and you probably go to your favorite tavern. It's not the one closest, sure, but they've been the nicest to you.
Hey.
Due to your shape and form and species, most people tend to give you a little bit of a wide berth. You find yourself in the Emerald Dragoness's flagon. On this day, there appears to be an adventuring party in there, cooking up their food. but it's been a somewhat lazy day for you. And one of the kobolds approach you and go, Rolatos, why are you still around here? Aren't you a dragon from... Don't you know of the dragon homeland?
No.
Really? What do you mean?
Well, if you mean the Dragon Homeland is like a jungle-ish thing that I saw people traveling around, and then I followed them to this place, then yes, that's the land that I know.
No, I don't think that's the dragon homeland. I've heard that it's a flying island. What do you mean?
I don't know.
Were you
I
never...
don't know if the jungle was on a flying island. I just managed to follow the people.
Did... So you were never born on the island of Drelskar?
He literally sits back on his hind legs and shrugs with his two front forearms. Mm-hmm.
It's about this time, the proprietress, a feeling, or feeliness, I should say, by the name of Gracia, walks up and kind of a little bit of a bop on the head of the kobold. It's rude to ask questions like that sometimes, you know that? Go, help the other customers. Sorry about that, Rolatos.
It's alright.
So, I did overhear, though. You've never been to Drelskar. That makes sense. You don't... I've seen Drelskar dragons once or twice. You don't bear the same... What's the word I'm looking for?
Aesthetic
Presence
presence.
that they carry sometimes with them. Some of them can be rather rude, to be fair. But
Yeah, they can be.
you should, though, at some point, try to go see it. It'd be one hell of an adventure, I can tell you that much. But don't do it alone.
I might. I also just like, being around here, helping people when I can. Playing with some of the rats.
Well, keep it that good spirit. And she'll reach over and she'll set she essentially sets down a little bit of a wider flagon of essentially juice. What would be the equivalent of juice for a dragon? It's still a little bit alcoholic, but it's still just essentially juice.
And she sets this on the counter.
Yeah.
Cool. Raltos is going to hop up onto the bar stool and cause it to spin for a few moments before holding himself steady to look at the counter, and then just starts lapping up the drink.
In another part of the land, before he came here, we zoom in on a kitsune waking up. He had just performed a sacrilegious ritual. Something that would keep him from moving on. But it's not uncommon to his people. He does find his memories a bit clouded, but not an uncommon side effect of this ritual. He also finds that his arm is across the room.
Dang it, not again.
What do you mean? What's your character's name?
Grim.
Grim. What do you mean, Grim?
Lost the right arm again. Give me a second. I
Uh,
walk over to the limb and start stitching it back on.
Using the needle and thread that you are so used to using. A little bit of a thread of your own mana. You're able to stitch it on just fine. It's a little stiff. You know it's going to be that way for a while. But it does attach. And it will be useful after a little while. Still a really nifty thing to get out of such a act. I thought those gems that I thought those were really precious to you, to your kind.
We make them work.
I guess so. Wasn't expecting to see you do something like that either. Wasn't expecting to see you do something like that, though. Either way. So, we leaving this place now? We all done with business here?
Yep, we got the body we needed, and we should be able to craft you what you wanted, Seamus.
Alrighty then. Sounds like a good time to mosey on then. Where are we heading to next?
I don't know. I'll check the obituaries for the next body.
Well, maybe try somewhere a little bit larger. I hear Kellis is a good place this time of year.
Yeah, but larger means more guards and less privacy in the graveyard.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Oh,
You could always try to go to Kellis and become an adventurer. Then you get the benefit of, cutting up your own corpses.
That is not the worst plan you've ever had, my spectral friend.
I think there's an adventurous guild in Kellis.
What do you mean you think?
Well,
You know, I do not remember these things. It is your job to know these things.
well, it's been a long time since I've been alive, and, well, Kellis is not exactly my forte. Where is my freaking accent going?
I don't know, man. We've gone Scottish, Irish, Southern. You're kind of all over the board, my guy.
It makes a little bit of sense if you think about it. You got the arm of a Scotsman. You got the head, or no, you got the neck of a Southern person. It's all mixed together, all vibing for control.
Oh, God. Try to get back to this Scottish accent.
Move on.
It's because I know the terminology from Southern, but I don't know exactly all the terminology. Okay. Anyways, he goes, like I said, it's been a minute since I've been to Kellis. And I wasn't exactly alive then either, so, there's not a whole lot up here to retain things with. And he does generally gesture to his head.
Not a zombie. Yet.
Yeah. There's at least something there to retain. Now, this is all goo.
All right. I'll load the cart and we'll head out.
And then we zoom out as you head to Kellis. We zoom back in on the coast to a fight between a specific woman and a man. He goes in to try to stab her. Not doing too well himself, to be fair. Not quite high up in his order, but high enough to get a very peculiar item. A dagger. A very unique looking dagger. He swings it at her. And deftly. Would you say deftly? I don't know. What would you say, Revenant?
Like, definitely as in, like, movement? Or...
Deftly would be like agile and dexterous.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, the way that she moves, are you saying deftly as you're...
Deftly dodging?
Yeah. More like, casually.
He's probably gotten a
I
couple
feel
of
like
hits
is
on you,
more
but nothing
more her
super.
style.
Yeah. He's probably gotten a couple of hits on you, but nothing super bad. But that dagger is something you haven't seen before. You've seen something that looks like it. Now you know
Not
you've...
casually, actually more aggressively.
You probably...
She has no chill. She has absolutely no chill.
You definitely probably disarm him. Which, I mean, it's very hard to pick up a weapon when your arm is in two pieces. Maybe not ripped apart, but definitely if it's in two pieces, it's really hard to pick something up.
I was about to say, her definition of disarm is remove the arm.
And managed to overpower him. It was a relatively one-sided fight. He spits some blood at you. What's a bitch like you want with me in mine?
I don't think you're in the position to ask that question.
It's not like a...
Maybe try begging. And she would slice at his leg.
He will yell in pain. He'll look at you. Doesn't pay off to beg. The dead are already walking.
In the distance, you hear, "Bring out your dead! Bring out your dead!"
The dead are going to walk one way or another. These are the belts. Maybe you'll be among them.
You'll make a fine toy for our master, too. This is the first time you've heard of a master being mentioned. Kind of always assumed.
Interesting. I'm guessing you know who he is.
He spits at you.
Not going to tell me? That's okay.
I'm gonna guess that you end his life?
Yeah, I slit his throat after asking first. How much might you know?
He will glare at you. And he'll say, by the wolf's bite, you will fall. And then your secrets will be...
I will slit his throat.
In one of his pockets, you find a staff. And not like a stick. Sorry. I don't think everyone understands. A staff is a type of currency. It's a very, to the belts, a common, or most places, form of currency is dust, runes, staves, and void gems, and shards. Staff is essentially the equivalent of a gold coin. But the unique thing about a staff is that they can be printed with the location of where they're from. So oftentimes you'll find staves that have been printed for certain cities, certain kingdoms, and such. Only the staves can be printed in this way. Dust and shards cannot. So the way that the breakdown of currency is dust, which is in ounces. 100 ounces of dust makes one shard, or no, makes one staff. 10 ounces of dust makes one shard. 10 shards makes one staff. And so on and so forth. It's tens. So rune is the next one after staff, and after her rune, it is a void gem. And in void gems, runes, void gems, and staves, you can actually see what makes them up.
Mm-hmm.
So to get a void gem of a singular kingdom means you got it probably from the king himself. Or you worked very carefully.
Definitely pocket that. And then I lift his body and hoist him up over my shoulder. And where am I exactly?
You're in some town. You're not in Kellis yet. The staff, as I was going to say, on the staff, it bears the markings of Kellis and the kingdom of the Boneyard. The dagger is also something that caught your eye, because you've never seen anything like it. It's an all-black dagger, where the handle guard has 3 heads that bite onto the blade. A wolf, a boar, and a dragon. It has what looks like bat wings as guards to the side of the blade, and the pommel of the blade looks like some kind of black snake head. Can't remember the name of the snake. Scarecrow might know the name of the snake. Black,
Okay.
black iridescent scales. Large snake, not poisonous.
I mean, it could be a king snake. It could be an indigo. It could be
Indigo.
Yeah.
Lilith, you okay? I just saw your name disappear from the Roll20, that's all. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
I was just tabbed away, I guess. So yeah, I'll pocket that too, I guess. Or put it back in its sheath and.
You can just call it a night dagger for the sake of it.
Night dagger, and then what was the other thing that I picked up?
A staff bearing the markings of the Boneyard, which is the kingdom of the Boneyard.
Boneyard staff is what it's gonna end up being called again.
It's what really leads you to why you come to Kellis. You mentioned a master. Maybe more of the organization
And
is here.
what was the dagger?
It's an all-black blade, all-black handle.
Black dagger, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the night dagger is what I was calling it.
And then I had a currency as well.
The single currency, yeah, is a single staff bearing the mark of the Boneyard.
Okay.
And that staff is probably what procked you to come to Kellis.
Okay. Yeah, I sling the body over my shoulder, and I will literally take him with me to Kellis.
That's a long travel. You still haven't gone through
That's fine. He's coming with me.
I feel like you could do so much better if you just took the head.
Nope. Nah, the whole body is good enough. I think I actually will need the whole body possibly. We'll see.
I'm not sure if the body would survive you getting through the swamp.
Hmm. I don't think so.
I think at some point you would have lost the body. But
Some point at least alive.
I will tell you that the reason that this dagger sticks out so much to you is the 3 heads with the snake head on the back, that chimeric vision.
So this happened like way away from Kellis.
Yeah.
This doesn't happen going to Kellis.
Right. That vision of the 3-headed creature with the snake head on the back.
Yeah, it's too far. You're so lucky. I was gonna do something mischievous when we got there. I'll drop the body. Oh well.
They said the you've seen that symbol on some of like the medallions and other symbols of this organization. But you've never seen a dagger. So this is the first time you've seen them have a dagger like that.
Okay.
Now, present day, all of you have found yourself in one way or another at Kellis. And because we ended with her, we'll start with her. What do you think of coffee?
You have to start with.
Because as you're traveling through Kellis, the smell of freshly roasted, freshly made coffee wafts into your nose.
I'm not opposed to coffee, I guess. Yeah, I'm not opposed to it, basically.
Fair enough. It's not something that I will say, if your character enjoys coffee, like most people that really, really enjoy coffee, you haven't had a good cup of coffee in months. Probably since what happened with your family happened.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll leave that up to you, how you view that.
Sure, I'll go get myself some coffee. Sounds fine.
You see, as you look around for it, you do see the coffee place. It looks like it's been built out of an old leather workshop. And you see the name of the place is called Solstice's Espresso.
Solstice espresso?
Yep.
Okay.
Hopefully I can spell this right. I misspelled solstice.
Oh my goodness. Hear that? We gotta roast him now.
How dare?
How dare you misspell solstice?
That's hard word.
As you walk in, you see... White's better. White's totally better.
Oh yeah. Also capitalize.
It's capitalized. Both of them are. You see a elf and something you haven't seen before. They look like they're, well, maybe were once a human. Their skin tinged dark gray, almost closer to a blacker tone. Horns curling around their head. And wisp of black smoke slightly coming off of her. She is at the counter. You can see a number of drinks and foods, small foods like pastry items here. When you walk up, she smiles to you. She goes, "How can I help you?" The elf is waiting on the tables, so
Okay.
do you say anything to her?
Can I have a coffee?
Black, sugar, anything? Just standard coffee?
Cream.
Very well. She goes over and she begins to make your coffee. And then she brings it over to you, adding some cream and all that. She will smile and go, 2 coppers, please. Sorry, 3 coppers with the cream.
I raised my eyebrow at her. Copper?
Oh,
I was not sure that we had such a currency.
yes,
We do not pay in stamps.
Not normally, no. We do not usually deal in stabs and dust here. It's... The king refuses to convert over. But I do believe the Emerald Dragoness's flagon will convert dust over to the currency here for you. That is just down the road.
I nod and leave.
She'll take dust for now, because you are a traveler. So,
I don't have any right now either. I have the
You-
one staff.
go ahead and have 15 additional staff, which you can convert down to dust and all that. Go ahead and give everyone, well, roll a toast, you have 5 stabs.
I have what stats?
5 stabs.
Oh, I have 5 stabs. Yay! I have monies.
And Scarecrow, you have 15 as well.
Okay.
My
Dobby was
15
getting
stabs. I will pay 1 and then get how many dust? What's the conversion rate?
You'll get your choice of dust on shards. So 3. So you'll get 7 ounces of dust and 9 shards.
Okay.
And it is an interesting thing because it does work just like that. You take a staff and you break it, and it becomes shards. Take a shard and you crush it, and it becomes dust. When you put them together, it makes it ball back into one whole.
Interesting.
One of the reasons why people prefer this as a payment method.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Is that, am I just converting over my leftover gold into staves, or is this in addition to that?
In addition.
Okay.
I used
Thank
all
you.
my.
That's
So, all of you. So you probably get your coffee, drink it, and then I'm gonna guess you head to the Emerald Flagon to potentially change some of your stabs into gold pieces.
Gold piece? I thought there is no gold pieces.
So this country doesn't. This nation doesn't like dealing with stabs. The people don't mind it. They actually like stabs. The king refuses to convert over. So most of these people do deal in copper, silver, and gold. It's not an uncommon thing. Some nations are rooted in their ways. And it definitely doesn't sit well on some people.
Okay. Yeah, I will convert it over.
Okay, so you'll be heading over there for that reason. I believe someone looking for a graveyard first visits where they believe people would be buried first by
Tends to be. Yeah.
the temple.
Where is the temple?
It is now marked on the map.
Ah,
It is a place that, when you walk over to it, you see the holy symbol that marks the temple, and you have a little bit of a chill. Fate, goddess of change, assassins, and death in some cases. Well, not exactly death, but the winds of change and assassins.
Hmm.
Do you go into the
Oh.
temple itself? What do you do?
I think I skirt along the edges to just kind of get bearings on what's around it.
You can see there's a couple of different things. A tannery here. You can see an inn on the other side of this opening of this little park-like area. A leather workers, a blacksmith. No, that's a brewery. Sorry, that one's a brewery. Funny that a brewery is next to the temple.
What is how do I do a ping?
Just click and hold.
What is this?
That looks like a windmill. You can see
Oh.
that there's a farm out behind the temple.
Okay. But nothing that looks like a graveyard.
There would technically be a graveyard right here. They would have a graveyard behind the temple along that path for that farm. Farm doesn't like it, but they can't argue with the
So-
temple.
That's kind of where. So this is the back of the temple,
Yes,
and fate is assassins and change.
correct.
Hmm. Okay, I think I'm gonna scope the graveyard.
Big thing about, say, Assassin and Change, I also should state that it's also like where you're fated to be, destiny.
Okay.
You scope the graveyard.
clearly in the ground, 6 feet under.
You scope the graveyard.
But if I get to.
You scope out the graveyard. You see that it's there. It's not very big. Not too many have died, at least from this city that you can tell.
Mm.
Feel like it should be bigger. Maybe they have a graveyard somewhere else, but it does feel like it's small.
I'm going to talk to my spirit. And hey, Seamus, is there something under the church?
Actually, I don't remember that being here last time I was here.
The church?
Yeah,
Well, could there be a crypt underneath it? Because this graveyard is not looking right to me.
maybe? Maybe they do well. And you can feel that he looks to the water.
Oh, no. You think they do water burials here?
Maybe?
Can you take a look-see and see if we got a crypt?
Not exactly. Being tied to you kind of does limit my movements a little bit.
Hmm.
I will say there's definitely a weird presence of something else here, though. Something doesn't feel right.
As vague as ever, my little friend.
Look. I spent some time wandering. I've seen a couple of things. Something doesn't feel like it should be here. I don't know what it is. I don't know who it is. It just doesn't feel right.
Can you at least give me a direction?
A little bit of everywhere.
Why do I keep you around?
Because you need someone to animate your corpses.
I do that for you. You told me it was the only way.
I mean, it looks like you have a lot of fun sewing bodies together. And who wants to waste the artistry of what you do?
Hey, listen. We don't judge my pastimes. Right?
Like I said, who wants to waste the artistry of what you do?
Hmm.
I don't know. There's an old tavern that's been around for a while. Right there, Emerald Dragoness is flagging. Maybe they'll know.
You know I don't do people. They think I'm weird because I talk to myself.
Yeah, well, I've heard that I've heard it from what I remember, the old proprietress of that place is also kind of weird.
Okay. I guess I will follow his advice.
So, and Rolatos, you were already in here. It's your normal place to visit.
Yep.
As you two, I have things in here already. I need to get rid of that. Get rid of that. Move people to the outside.
I can't see shit. It's black everywhere. All darkness.
And you should be able to have
I
some
see.
vision now.
I still got nothing.
I'm working.
Work faster.
I can see now, yeah.
Oops. What am I doing? I'm fucking with shit. And
Where would you be sitting, Relatos? Go ahead and put yourself somewhere near where you'd be sitting.
We'll say there.
Okay. There's no group of adventurers in here today. It's been slightly of a quiet day. Every now and then someone will come out with food and stuff like that. I wish I had a token for Gracia, but she is manning the bar. She sets a flagon onto the counter for you. So, Relatos. Still thinking of becoming an adventurer? Maybe go see Drowscar someday?
Is flagon in front of Relatos?
Yeah. She set it down when she came over to talk to you, so she passed it to you.
He is sitting on the stool and lapping at very loudly as his tail is flicking back and forth, causing his seat to slightly jiggle, slightly turn to the left, then back to the right, as he's lapping. He is showing no signs of holding a conversation at the current moment. A drink
Being
was
a
just
creature.
put in front. A drink was just put in front of him. It's like, ooh, drink.
I think the first one to enter will be Revenant.
Okay.
Should have control of your token.
I do.
Okay.
You know what? Just for added effect, the stool is squeaking every time it's moving.
Fix one of these times.
I will go to the door and walk inside.
As you walk inside, it should be unlocked. You hear from behind you by the door.
Mm-hmm.
Have a seat wherever you feel like. The emerald platform over there is for adventurers. If you've got a party and wish to cook something you caught outside,
I don't have a party.
well, then there are plenty of seats at the bar and the tables. We don't have any entertainment right now, but they're just getting brushed up. And it was literally coming from by the door, the voice,
Mm-hmm.
but there was no one standing there.
Go up to the counter and sit down.
When you sit down, you see Ophelia come over and she sets a flagon of water in front of you. Anything else I can get for you? Your water's the best starter.
Coffee.
I don't do coffee here. They do coffee over there. That's a good idea. I should maybe start. But I'd have to get your best bet is to go to the Solstice Espresso. Are you a traveler?
Wait, I already had my coffee order, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. I thought they had sent me over here.
No, they just
I
told you
forgot.
to come over here to get conversions.
Then I just say, the water is fine. Conversions, please.
Ah, so yes, a traveler. How much would you like to change?
I lay it all out on the counter.
All of it? You sure you don't want to keep some of it as stabs?
Your people don't deal in stabs.
Most of us don't. I do. Because it's just a better form of currency. But,
None of it. I'm not used to these areas.
yeah. Fair enough. 15 stabs? She'll say, 1 second, as she...
I said none of it. I don't want a conversion anymore.
Oh, you don't want to convert. Okay.
It doesn't really matter if I'm just passing through anyways, I suppose.
Well, I'm sure if you do find that you're not passing through, you can get other coins, and I'll always be here to convert.
Nods. And just starts drinking water.
About this time, our patchwork kitsune walks in.
All right, so I click my character, move it here. Nothing fucking happens. Try this one. Nope.
You have control of it.
Yeah, I just don't see it on my screen.
Oh, it should be like right here at the bottom.
Yeah, I got nothing there.
Really?
Yeah. Let me try this. Oh, there it is.
I had to read that or
That's
something.
weird. No, I had to like highlight the area, and it was like in the shadow. I couldn't see it.
Weird. You should have vision.
Oh, now I have vision.
Oh.
20.
When you walk in, you hear the same little announcement. The arrow plate areas for adventurers if you brought in a kill and wish to cook it. Otherwise, there's plenty of seats. Take a seat anywhere you would like. There should be entertainment here soon.
Alrighty. Well,
Right now, this and this are cold. There's nothing on those.
I will move to the bar there.
The dragoness will, the proprietor of the animal dragoness will walk over. You'll smile and set a flagon of water in front of you. Is there anything I can do for you? You look like another traveler. Why? 2 in 1 day. Not a party of adventurers, but travelers.
Huh? Oh. You know, I was wondering, I came past a small graveyard coming in. Have you not seen the same amount of troubles that the rest of the land has seen?
Yes, the grave. The church was a recent addition. We didn't always have it. And for that, yes. Well, a lot of water burials to keep the land from being tainted too much by the corpses of the dead.
Huh?
We didn't have the
That's
space
not-
to keep doing a graveyard. We kept growing so quickly that we couldn't. So now that there is a dedicated... Look, the church is a new thing. When we were still growing, we just buried them at sea. Some
Why
of
fate?
the... You know?
Silence. Why fate?
You know, I'm not sure. I know that the preacher came through, talked to the king, and he got, unbelievably so, but he got permission to build the church. Somehow. I'm not even sure why they... All I know is that the
So-
preacher was able to talk to the king to let him build it.
Listen, I'm here because you told me to be here. Let me speak. Anyway, yeah. So, what?
She squints at you a little bit, and then she kind of like... She reaches under, holds a glass in front of her eye, and then puts it back under. Ah, now I understand.
What was that?
Oh, I was just checking something. You're a spirit caller, correct?
Yes.
And that is your, we'll say ally. Companion, however you want to put it.
Can I get one of those?
They're kind of expensive.
What?
They're a little expensive. There is a scribe somewhere in town that can make them. I've just been around a lot. Usually the ones that speak to themselves aren't necessarily... There's usually something more to them.
So you just bought a glass that lets you see ghosts?
Pretty much.
What kind of place is this?
I've had all sorts of adventurers come through. Some of the kindest but weirdest folk come through. Also, you've also noticed something about Seamus. There is something here that absolutely terrifies him.
In the tavern or
In the tavern.
town?
In the tavern.
Okay. Right. Interesting. Well, I guess I'll take an ale then.
Very well then. She will go and get you an ale. For a little bit more context of some of the things that you see here, all the wait staff are kobolds. So people bringing out food and all that, it's all kobolds. Along this back wall, these shelves that you see back here, all are lined with various bottles of ale. With, on top of them, they have a mug. Or they have a flagon, I should say. And then a price next to the flagon. They vary in prices, with the cheapest being over here and the most expensive being over here. You can see that there are that shouldn't have the doors open, because that's rude. Restrooms over here. And it's not a terribly bustling day. You can see a number of former on-duty guardsmen. They're probably off duty now. You see casual people. You see some farmers. Some that do stick out are sitting at some of the tables. At this table, you see a group of people that look... They're a little bit dressed like Revenant over there, where they're dressed in kind of normal-ish clothing, but you can see that there's definitely grease marks on some of their clothing. They seem to be speaking closely to each other, to the point where they're taking the chairs from this one to keep this table from being used.
I don't think that they're dressed like me.
Not quite. I just mean they've got
Okay.
jeans and a shirt and stuff like that. Not the typical
I am not dressed like that.
not the typical medieval fashion, I should say.
I look like I'm dressed in a high-class student's kind of like, I guess, coat that's like white in color.
Fair enough. So yeah, they're just in like commonish clothing that's more modern rather than medieval. You can even see that one of them has a pouch of tools.
By the way, I can hear whatever it is that you are doing right now.
I was about to ask, does somebody
Sorry.
have like a dog near their mic? Like,
That's
sounds like a
coming.
dog drinking.
That's coming from Rolatos there. He's lapping at his drink. He is actively
God.
lapping at his drink.
He is doing it actively. Incredible.
You can see.
I can stop.
Make it stop.
No, I said I can't stop.
Over here sits a man by himself. He has a cowboy hat that's shifted down to cover his face. He's got like a bottle of what looks like whiskey. He's got a tunic poncho over him, hiding a lot of his like actual gear. But he might be asleep. You see over here is a couple of beastkin folk. By that I mean one of the types of races is the beastkin. They're more like anthropomorphic animals, like what the bartender is. Those are the lizards. This is actually a group of lizards here that appear to be talking about what they're gonna have to do next. They look like they're sailors. Like I said, for the most part, that's the general what you kind of see here. Farmers, average people, a couple people stick out. My question is, who's looking around? Who's doing what? I know what Rolatos is doing. He's about face deep in a flagon.
Yeah. I mean, currently I'm not really doing anything too terribly important. Just kind of drinking the water that I was given.
Scarecrow?
I am currently having an argument with myself.
Incredible.
Aside from the lapping of the water, or well, drink, there is also like Raltos' seat is just like every time that he's like. So, at first, probably not so much of an annoyance, but after like a couple of minutes of this, it might start wearing on people.
I definitely look at like Rolatos and just like notice just how much noise he's making. It's just like, could you quiet down just a little bit?
To give you a more detailed description, what you see is a mixture of white and gold scaled dragon with a tail that seems to be glowing gold, or maybe it's yellow, but it's also giving like also a faint sense of some sort of heat coming from it. But Aside from that, his horns by his head are golden colored, as his claws for all of his limbs are gold scaled as well. He has a backpack on his back, and it doesn't look like it has much in there, but it's also jingling around a lot while he's moving around, as his tail is swishing back and forth while he's lapping up the drink.
Alrighty.
You're arguing with yourself.
Yes.
Who's on first?
Seamus
Who?
does... All of a sudden, Seamus stops talking.
Hey, don't give me the silent treatment.
You get the impression that he's afraid because something is... he's looking in a direction, and you get the general impression that he's afraid.
I guess I will glance in the direction that he's looking.
When you look in that direction, you see a pair of almost glowing white, like light blue, almost white eyes, piercing through darkness from underneath the brim of a hat. Single finger goes up to the person's mouth. You can see that they are smiling. But as the finger comes back down, they readjust the hat and hide their eyes again.
Is it the cowboy?
Yep. You're pretty sure
Which
you know.
table? Which table was he at? That one?
Farthest table from everyone.
And they held a finger up to their lips, or just up in general?
To his lips.
Okay. And do I recognize them?
Not at all. You've never seen this person in your life. Don't cause trouble for that one. That's all I say.
Who said that?
That would be your spirit.
Okay. I couldn't tell if it was the bartender or the ghost.
Sorry, yeah, that was the ghost saying, "Don't cause
Okay.
trouble for that one."
I wasn't planning on causing trouble for anyone. Maybe the guards, but, that's normal.
Let's just
But
hope he never has a problem with us.
Why?
You can't see it, but I can see Isaac's shadow over him.
He's got the bad juju.
Well, first things first, we need to make a plan. We need a basement, and we need to find this adventurers guild that you promised me was here.
I said I thought there was one here.
You said there was one here.
I said there should be one. I said there was one here, I think.
Is he just talking to himself over there?
Oh, yeah.
Now you're changing your story.
I will.
Listen. You can't keep doing this to me. All right? You said there was an adventurers guild. There's not an adventurers guild. And will someone please take the juice from the overgrown newt?
So, Dash, would you like to have the first roll, quote unquote, of the game done?
Oh, what are you rolling for?
Listening?
It's not hard.
Yeah, but I'm Rolatos. I'm face first into a flagon.
Yeah, but he's 10 feet away from you at best.
I believe that's 15.
No,
Oh,
that's
wait, no,
5.
Yeah.
So, if he's not trying to hide it, I don't see why you wouldn't hear it.
Fair. I'm debating whether or not Roltos. No, he probably would. So at the mention of if there was a Adventurers Guild, his head shoots up. The flagging goes flying, probably like bouncing off of this table and onto the floor. And he says, "I know where the Adventurers Guild is."
Of course he does.
And he blurts it out very loudly.
Seamus, if this causes us a problem, I'm blaming you.
What did I do?
You know what you did. First, it was
Seamus?
coming there for the Adventurers Guild. Then it was, I know about a tavern. Now I'm being propositioned.
By
Who
a
are you
Drowscar
talking to?
dragon?
Like I said, the overgrown newt.
He's going to hop off of the stool, come over, and just like poke at your thigh with one of his claws as he says, "Who are you talking to?"
A friend.
Oh, is this an imaginary friend?
Sure.
By the way, when you look down at him, his eyes are just like glistening with happiness as his mouth is also like
Still
in like a
dripping.
sort of smile.
Probably still dripping a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of his drink is like just drooling onto the side of his mouth.
I mean, he's kind of cute.
No, a baby spider is cute.
Nah, spiders aren't really that cute. Seeing a cute little chipmunk, that's cute.
You know where the Adventurers Guild is.
Yeah. And he
Okay.
like bounces around in a circle.
I'm gonna need you to take deep breaths, buddy.
But why should I take deep breaths?
All right, I guess lead the way.
Okay. Meet me outside. And he goes bounding towards the door, bumping into people and tables before crashing through the door and going outside.
The door closes behind you.
The door is
Seamus?
left open.
I blame you for this.
What?
Yeah, you heard me. Start moving towards the door. Avoiding people.
Revenant, you're sitting there. It's great to see it kind of like watch this entire thing happen. And she just says, there isn't an Adventurers Guild here. I'm the closest thing. I don't know where Roltos is going to take him to. Well,
Oh, Roltos, are you tiny?
So
I believe you're considered small.
am I? You never went over that part of it.
You're a Drowscar dragon, but you're a youngling. So you could either be small or medium, your choice.
Sure, we'll go with small. That works. I can't change the token, but yes, I am small.
I was just curious.
So he's like a
Wake
large
you up,
dog.
Actually, probably the best way to view Raltos is probably what's his name? shoot. The do you recall the leader of the dogs from suddenly forgetting the name of the fucking movie. Oliver and Friends.
No. I don't think I've ever seen that movie. Don't look at me like that.
Oh, my bad. It was Oliver and Company. Not Oliver and Friends.
Yeah, no, I've never seen that particular flick.
All right. Well,
I believe you though.
It's a German Shepherd, so
I'm kind
I
of
was-
picturing it like the Basset Hound from All Dogs Go to Heaven.
probably. Except way more energetic and way more like. Yeah, just way more energetic.
I like the alligator in that movie.
Yeah.
So, Relatos, where do you lead Grim?
Where are you taking me?
So, here's the funny thing. Can you pull up the map of the city?
Yeah, I could pull everyone over to the map of the city.
No.
Oh no.
So, first things first. We start here.
Mm-hmm.
He'll go over to there, lead you over this way. Are you still following the bouncing around?
Yeah, I'm following the bouncing dot. Do you have any idea where you're going?
Technically, yes.
We've been here before.
No.
I'll see them
it's
in
just
like
the,
a
It's
couple
just the route to
hours.
get to there.
Yep.
Back at the flagon.
Seamus, I found you a new body.
I don't.
He goes bouncing all around the city with with this guy looking for the Adventurers Guild, just to wind back up at the flagon.
You know what's the funnier part about all this? You pass by every other guild that's here.
No. Along the way, also Rolatos would be mentioning like that's where the blacksmiths are. That's where the carpenters are. That's where the fishermen are. He doesn't like give very good descriptions, such as if it's for like tailors, he'll just say that's where they make clothes.
So, real quick,
Or if it's for like an engineers guild, he just says that's where they invent things.
Artisans Guild, Merchants Guild.
Perfect example.
Some point during the time that they have
Yes.
been gone, I leave the flagon.
I think before you leave, there will be a moment where Gracie will come up to you. So, you're a traveler, and you came here. Why, if I might ask? If I'm prying too much, that's fine, I can understand. I'm just curious.
Well, I was looking for someone who can identify this. And I set the dagger on the counter.
She'll look at
Do
it.
you know what it is?
Huh. It's a very unique design. May I? And she reaches to grab
How
it.
about this? And I set the boneyard staff down as well.
Like I said, not all of us deal in staves. But sometimes.
It's the symbol on it
This is
that I
the
really care about.
this is the boneyard. This nation. Callus is the capital. Are these exclusive from each other, or were they together?
Same person had them.
Then I believe there are some connections between the owner or faction that deals with that knife and the boneyard. So you might be around for a little while. I haven't seen it, and they like to keep their heads down.
What was that?
If I haven't seen it, then I'm gonna guess that they like to keep their heads down.
Probably do.
I can keep an eye out for it for you. And I do have in rooms. Affordable.
Hmm. She said she was off. Wait.
She can keep an eye out for
Okay.
the symbol. That is the dagger, essentially. And she does have in rooms if you need a place to sleep. She's affordable, as she says.
You suppose I will? I'll probably be staying here a while.
And I deal in dust. So your currency is perfectly fine with me.
She nods. So I'm sticking around.
One staff for... It's not just one night, it's fucking 20 nights. Essentially 5 coppers. 5 coppers or 5 ounces of dust a night.
Hmm.
She figured you didn't want the more spendy rooms.
Yeah.
And then
How
probably
much?
at some point you leave.
I ask her how much for the room.
5 coppers a night, 5 dust, or 1 staff for 20.
Hmm.
Unless you want more than just a single bed.
Just 1 minute.
I figured.
And then I will, I guess, I don't know. How late is it, I guess?
It's by the time that they left, it was probably about noon. So it's a little bit afternoon when you're asking this. Not much.
Mhm. All right. I don't really have anything else to do. I guess I'll go to the room that I paid for and just sit around and
She will say that if you are,
devise ideas for contraptions and such.
if you're looking for work, she'd be the person to talk to. She does have a few different jobs for people to do that she can pay people for and stuff like that. Essentially, they don't have like a job board here. She's the closest thing to Adventurers Guild, so she keeps track of them.
Gotcha. Suppose I could do a job here. Running around.
Well, most adventuring contracts do take multiple people, so it would be a good idea to bring a couple with you. Raltos is much of a child as he is. He's adept in some fields of fighting.
Was that the dragon?
Yes.
He seems to be gone right now.
Do you want me to let you know when he comes back? If he does, he probably will.
He's really interested in doing this. Sure.
I'll let you know. And she lets you go up to your room. Couple hours pass. You hear a small knock at your door.
Oh. I did have a funny comment to make when
This will be a few moments after you guys.
Me too.
Yeah, this will be a few moments after you guys come back.
All right. Well, when Raltos points out the flagon and says that that was is the Adventurers Guild, he sort of sits there, smiling.
You mean to tell me you led me all around this city to come back to where we already were?
Well, yeah, you wanted to have an adventurous guide, didn't you?
Listen, you over-energized gecko. You could have just said that we were already here.
It's not my fault that you couldn't keep up. And he sticks his tongue out.
Seamus, any reason not to make him yours?
It'd be really awkward to walk in the body of a dragon.
I don't care.
I'm not exactly sure I would know how to use the body of a dragon properly.
Okay.
Also, he's a child.
Yeah, do you want child murderer on your thing there?
I stitched together dead corpses for you. So?
But how many of those are children?
While he's having the conversation with himself, Raltos is going to turn to the flagon and say, "Enjoy your conversation with yourself, weird guy," as he goes prancing back into the flagon.
I'm gonna kill him. Follow him into the building.
I'm gonna kill him.
As Raltos goes prancing back up to where he was sitting before, I'm guessing. Gracia motions for Cobalt to come over. You know the room, yes?
Do not give him another juice. Please. I had to listen to him explain everything in this town. To lead me back here. I don't want to hear the slurping and the squeaking.
Oh, it's so fun to play some of these characters, I swear.
So, I had quite a bit of exercise then.
You should have warned me that that is a psycho.
I'm not a
I know it's
psycho.
the
He
plot called
wanted
the
an
Kettle Black
adventurous
Shame
guide. I
Silence.
gave him an adventure.
I wouldn't say
when
it's psycho.
And when Ralto said that he wanted an adventurous guide, and I gave it, he stands proudly, sitting proudly on the stool, eyes closed and looking all prim and proper.
I said I wanted a guide to the adventurer.
Yeah, I was wondering where he was going to take you.
Other people.
The King's been against the Adventurers Guild here for a while now. No matter how many times I petition him to let me build one, but whatever. I am the closest thing to an Adventurers Guild.
Do you have a job for me?
I do have a job
Get a
that
flagon of water.
Coming right up. Yes, I have a job that I can do, that I need some people to do.
Thank you.
She sets down the flagon of water for Raltos.
Oh boy! And he once again goes face first into the flagon. The loud lapping can be heard as the seat starts to squeak back and forth as his tail goes swinging left to right.
I need to get a hold of Zerberus. Zerberus. I need to get a hold of
My
Zerberus.
eye just twitches.
It's about this time that the little kobold knocks on your door, Revenant. A female kobold stands at the door and says, Raltos and the other one came back. I didn't get a name of him. Mistress wanted to make sure that you knew. She gives a bow.
Wonderful.
She smiled at you and walks away. As you go down.
We'll look for them.
What?
Have I already been given the job description or no?
She needs some people to go to take care of something that's been happening in the basement of her tavern.
Alright, then I will go to the two of them.
So, we are back in here.
Raltos is back where he was, on the squeaky stool, as it's going back and forth, face first into the flagon of water, making the loud lapping noises.
Well, the crowd has changed. A little bit more people here. Scary Man is not there anymore. James will make the quick comment of, I hate that we have no idea where he went.
I mean, we just stay away from him, right? Problem solved.
Yeah. So, run it.
I will go up to the two of them. You two, can I have a moment?
Free.
She seems like she's like doesn't really want to talk, but will because she has to.
Reltos' eye that is closest to her blinks as it is just staring at her, while the loud lapping noises are still being heard.
Your proprietor wants her basement cleaned out of something, an intruder. I'm guessing. Would you want to help me with that?
Do I get to rent the basement afterwards?
I don't think that comes in job rewards, but there is money involved. Perhaps you can pay money to rent the basement.
Reltos lifts his snout to quickly down the rest of the drink before setting the cup down and looking over to you and says, "Yeah, it's probably just the rats. She always has problems with rats every few weeks. I always wonder if I could ever go assist."
I question the sanity of this place.
Just now.
Well, typically
It's
the
not what
guards
she's
then
doing.
have to go down there, but it does help if there's an adventurer that comes through and they can, take care of the rats.
Someone say that my tavern's dirty?
No, just the rats that claw in and dig into the underground area.
Look here. She'll walk over. I've been trying to figure out how things get into my basement for a long time now. I don't know why. I don't know how. Hell, I even had the court wizard take a look at it. I feel like it's only gotten worse.
I told you, they just keep digging in.
That makes sense, Relatos, if there are holes.
Well, they can cover it up. They're rats.
If we clear it out for you, I might be able to assist in keeping the population down from now on if you let me use it.
There might be a room I'd be able to clear out down there. You use a lot of it for the ales and such. But I do know that there are some things that get forgotten. I think there's even a chest somewhere down there that sometimes we don't always have the most polite of customers, and sometimes I procure payment from them in other methods.
Roltos's eyes light up as he then pieces together what he's essentially going to be able to go do. As he then says, "I'm going to be able to play with my food again?"
So I thought the last time you tried to take on those rats, they almost killed you.
Well, yes. But I still always enjoyed, pouncing down on prey and, playing around with it.
Are we doing this or not?
We're doing this. I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I will leave the tavern for a second and come back in with a large bag over my shoulder.
Does this bag perhaps smell?
Slightly. About the size of a human.
I can't say I wasn't expecting that. You could have just brought that in the first place. Well, I guess other people would have looked at you.
What's in the bag?
Say what?
What's in the bag?
Oh, fourth member of our party. Come on. Walk towards
Who's
the
the
stairs.
fourth member of our party?
Yes, Seamus, you get to get out soon. Calm down.
Oh, you mean your imaginary friend? I thought that they were, more like flamboyant, not a physical thing.
Realize I haven't made a token for your Seamus.
Do I get a token for Seamus?
If you're going to be summoning him, he probably needs a token.
I don't have a token for him. You need to make me a token.
Yep. Let's just pull this off of the screen so that, it's not being actively recorded. As I quickly make a token.
So, how's everyone like the character?
The gecko?
Roltos, yes.
Actually, kind of entertaining.
He's
Yay.
goofy. I like him.
Yay.
I guess we go downstairs into the basement then.
The payout for this is essentially there's 3 of you, 60 per. And she'll pay in any domination from dust to gold. How would you feel?
60 gold per?
60 gold per.
16.
I said
There
60.
must be some pretty big rats down here.
Oh, you said 60. Ooh.
She will give you a warning. Please do not go into the freezer. While he's mostly tame, he's not completely tame, and I cannot guarantee your safety, and I'd be very upset if you broke my freezer.
Your fees are...
What?
I'd be very upset if you broke my freezer.
Your
I know, I
freezer.
heard the
He doesn't
freezer.
want us to break her freezer.
Yeah, I got that, but
I understand that portion. The tamed portion is what's kind of.
Do you ask about that?
No.
I just
I'm
like
sure I'll figure it out.
the fact that Dash said feezer instead of freezer.
Look, man, I'm trying to hold myself back from talking too quickly. Sometimes it don't work so well.
Yeah, but that's why you got me.
Hey guys, you want to see my laser? It's a laser.
Is it a razor?
Laser.
Anyway, how long were you thinking of having the stream go?
Not too much longer. We're going to get into the beginning of this and we probably won't get into combat, but we'll probably start combat into the next. Well, we'll start
On
the
stream.
viewing and stuff like that into the next one. So I guess I don't need to build this right this instant. So, I think I have all the walls up. I probably don't, but
Not quite, but
no, I don't have any of the walls up. That's my mistake. But you guys will walk into the basement, and I will switch you guys back over to the other map for now. We'll probably call it right after this. You guys will walk into the basement. You'll avoid some of the kobolds coming up from the basement carrying some excess food and stuff. As you guys get down into the basement, you can hear the sounds of... It's not the sounds of the kobolds. You can see there's not many down here. Some come down, some come go back up. One of them stops and goes, "Oh, you are all here to help Mistress, right? We haven't been able to get into the keg rooms for a minute now. There's been something, there's been strange sounds in the keg rooms. But I know the Mistress is giving you Rain to look around and everything like that. First room on your left, this one, and they pat this wall, is our general food preparation and large meals preparation. It leads to the freezer. We're going in and out of there a lot. We haven't seen anything in there. You shouldn't have any need to go in there. And then on the same wall, at the end is the storeroom. We are also going in there pretty commonly. Nothing seems to be wrong over there. It's literally just all the rooms on the other side.
Okay.
It nods and leaves you all on the stairs into the basement. And that's all the time we have this time. I hope you guys all had fun. A lot of roleplay stuff, a lot of information stuff. Hopefully next time we'll be into a itty bitty dungeon crawl.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll have this map properly shadowed.
Okay.
I hope you all enjoyed.
Indeed.
And I hope everyone watching enjoyed as well. We'll see you guys in a couple of weeks, as long as everyone's all good with that still. I think 2 weeks from now would put us the 7th of next month.
Yep.
So, hope to see you all again. Catch you next time.
Catch you later.
See ya.